morning, children. So today I am discussing with you parallel axis theorem and also perpendicular axis theorem. Parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem. Now statement. In the first parallel axis theorem, a simple statement. Moment of inertia. Moment of inertia of a rigid body. Moment of inertia of a rigid body about an axis. Moment of inertia of a rigid body about an axis. It is a rigid body, and this parallel axis theorem applicable for plane laminas and also rigid bodies. Plane laminas and also rigid bodies. Actually, moment of inertia of a body. The statement of parallel axis theorem. Moment of inertia of a rigid body about an axis, I is equal to moment of inertia of a body about an axis is equal to sum of moment of inertia of a body about a parallel axis passing through center of mass. Sum of moment of inertia of a body about an axis passing through center of mass, that is ICM, and product of mass of body and a square of perpendicular distance between two axes, Okay, it is the statement of parallel axis theorem. The moment of inertia of a body. So moment of inertia of a rigid body about an axis, not center of mass. About one axis, except center of mass, moment of inertia of this body about this axis is equal to sum of moment of inertia of a parallel axis. How it is? This axis is parallel to another axis. Okay. Moment of inertia of parallel axis passing through center of mass, ICM. Okay, and product of mass of body is capital M, and square of perpendicular distance between two axes square of perpendicular distance between two axes, okay, x square, and between two axes distance x square, okay. It is statement of parallel axis theorem. What is I? Moment of inertia of a body about one axis, not center, about one axis at anywhere, is equal to ICM. Moment of inertia, a parallel axis passing through center of mass. About center of mass, what is moment of inertia? ICM. What is capital M? Total mass of body. Total mass of rigid body, capital M. What is x? Square of distance between two axes. Okay, this is the parallel axis theorem statement. In terms of radius of gyration, I value I am writing m into k square. Mk square ICM value m into kcm square plus m into x square. Now both sides mass cancel. Now k square is equal to kcm square plus x square. Here what is k? K is radius of gyration of a body about one axis. What is kcm? Radius of gyration of same body about center of mass. What is x? Distance between two axes. Okay, that is about parallel axis theorem. Now perpendicular axis theorem. It is applicable only for plane laminas. This parallel axis theorem applicable for both rigid bodies and also plane laminas, but it is applicable only for plane laminas. Okay, but for plane shaped bodies, moment of inertia of a body and a moment of inertia of a plane lamina about one axis is equal to moment of inertia of a body about an axis is equal to sum of moment of inertia of two perpendicular axes. Moment of inertia of a body about an axis is equal to sum of moment of inertia of a two perpendicular axes passing through same point. Okay, that is Iz, Ix plus Iy. And simply moment of inertia of a body, this plane lamina about z axis is equal to sum of moment of inertia of two perpendicular axes. Okay, Ix and Iy axis passing through same point. Okay, the moment of inertia of a body about z axis is equal to sum of moment of inertia of a body about x axis plus about y-axis. Okay. So I'm taking here. Okay, leave it. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. So moment of inertia of a body about z-axis is equal to sum of moment of inertia of a body about x-axis and about y-axis. That is the parallel perpendicular axis theorem. In terms of radius of gyration, Iz value m into kz square is equal to Ix value m into kx square. It is m into ky square. Both sides m cancel. Therefore, kz square is equal to kx square plus ky square. Okay. Kz is radius of gyration about z-axis. Kx radius of gyration of plane lamina about x-axis. Ky radius of gyration of a body about y-axis. So that is about the perpendicular axis theorem.